Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in for another episode of For the Record. Before I dive into the albums that I'm going to show, I just thought I'd talk briefly about a product that I recently picked up, and regarding the problem with the static electricity I've been having on my turntable. Now, if whoever's watching this has already heard this, I am going to talk briefly about it. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but briefly about it. You can just fast forward it, that's fine. So, I had purchased a cork platter mat because they are supposed to be superior than the old rubber mats. They're supposed to, they don't attract dust, they prevent static electricity, and they just give an all-around better sound. Now, that's kind of true. That is kind of true. Now, I had a problem with the cork platter mat of some major static electricity. So I kind of put it on a back burner for a bit. I decided not to actually return it. I was decided to kind of hold on to it and see if I'd use it later on. And I'm glad I did keep it. I'm glad I didn't return it. So I picked this Audio Quest anti-static record brush up the other day, and I've been using it for the past few days on my regular platter mat. So I said to myself, I wonder if it would help with the cork platter mat. And as bad as the static electricity was with the cork platter mat, I fixed that problem with this brush right here. Now, this is not meant. These brushes are not meant to wash a record. Okay, there are some other stuff for that. This is not for that. This more or less is all you do is you take this and you just ever so lightly let it touch the surface of the record and let the record rotate a couple times or 3 times, and just ever so lightly touching it. And then you pick the dust up, and it actually does help with static electricity, because, as I said, I have had no problem with the cork platter mat since I started using this. So, in the end, if anybody is thinking of getting a cork platter mat, I think it's a great idea because they do sound great, and they do sound superior than the rubber mats or whatever. So, if you do plan on getting one, I highly suggest getting this. This is the Audio Quest. It's the Audio Quest Anti-Static Record Cleaner. Highly suggest this one because I actually researched it for a few days, and this one kept coming up as a really good one to buy. Not only for that reason, but I'm not sure if anybody is familiar with a gentleman by the name of Michael Fremmer, who is I contact him whenever I have an issue via email, and he always answers my emails when I have a question about something. And he runs a website, and I'll put the link to that website in the description below. I think it's called analogplanet.com. I'll put the link of it down below. It's a great website. He reviews everything regarding record collecting. So if anybody's thinking of getting a cork platter mat, I suggest it. I think it's a great idea. But if you do that, get this as well, because you're going to need it. It will fix all your static electricity problems. So with that plug, there you go. We're going to move into the records. Okay, and thanks for all of you that are still watching. We're almost 5 minutes into this. So, I had entered a contest. Rod, peace, hope you're doing well. Rod is the Happy Hippy vinyl guy. And I'll put his link down below as well. I entered this contest, and I won first place. Yay! And I just want to share with you my winnings. And I just realized I left something up there that I got to show too. So, okay, so let's do this. So in the package, I didn't know this was going to be there, but it's really cool. He threw it in there. It's a Sting tape I'm not a tape collector. I used to be years ago, but it's sealed, and I just have it up on my shelf as a reminder of what a cool guy Rod is. Thank you very much. Going into the vinyl. Now, I believe this is, I think this is all of them, because what I did was, some of them were so clean, I just had to dust them and put them in one spot, and then the other ones I put off into my my actual cleaning section after I actually wash them. They're in good shape, they just need to be washed. So I think this is all of them. Some of these I asked for, and I think one or two Rod just threw in there. I can't remember exactly the ones I picked, but the ones I picked are in here. So this one right here, I was really curious about. I believe this is what's playing in the background. So I believe Rod said this was a local band, if I remember correctly. I have not listened to it yet. I have to watch it. This is called Get Ducked. Okay, very nice in the shrink. Thank you very much. The other one is Sammy Hagar. Let's go like this. That's a pretty cool cover. This is 38 Special. I actually had, I think I have, or I had this album, but it was beat to crap. I think I got rid of it, but this one's a really good copy. 38 Special. The Alan Parsons Project. I think I have some of the Alan Parsons Project albums, but I can't remember offhand which ones I have. There's one. Now this one I know I picked because I love the Rolling Stones. I'm not sure if there were any big hits off this one. I can't say the last time I've listened to it. I mean, I listened to this one when I got it, but here's some Rolling Stones. I'm not sure if it was their best work, but the Rolling Stones, and that was super clean, so I just left it the way it was. This one was another super clean record that Rod sent. REO Speedwagon in the shrink. Beautiful copy. Very nice. There was no mark on this. And again, thank you very much, Rod. And I believe those are all the albums that I got from him. Again, I'll put his link down below. So the next ones are, I just picked up today. Somebody advertised that they had a record store in their house, which was kind of weird. So I went there, and which was a short drive for me, and I wasn't impressed. The prices were I was just kind of turned off. I probably won't go back. It had a nice layout. It had, like, tables. Everything was in boxes and everything was in paper, the plastic sleeves. But prices were way too much for me. So I think most of them, if not all of them, were overpriced, or what I call eBay prices. So I went to another record store that I'm very familiar with, the Time Capsule in Seekonk, Mass. And I'm so glad I did. They're one of the few record stores that are open on Sundays. And I went there today because I was already out. And I'm gonna show the best one. This I am so happy to get. I've already spun it a couple times. I love this album. I love Buddy Holly. Alrighty. This is not an original. Try to get no glare there. In the shrink, in mint condition all around. This is a 1988. I believe it's 1988 pressing. Okay. And I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this for as long as I've been collecting, and I've never seen it. And I found it at a record store. Okay, again, a reissue, but I don't care. It's a beautiful copy. It sounds great, and that's definitely a grail. Definitely a grail for me to find that in a record store. Next one I did not have. We have a self-titled Steve Winwood. I don't know where this falls chronologically in his discography, but I knew I didn't have it, and I love Steve Winwood, and I'm glad to have that one. Mint all around. This one, Jay Giles Band, Hotline. This is a beautiful shape. Okay. I don't know offhand what's on here, but this is gonna get played tonight. I love Jay Giles. I love their old stuff over their newer stuff, but you know, I buy it whenever I see it. Again, I don't know where this one falls in Grand Funk Railroad's discography, but Born to Die, it looks like it's a, you know, a later record. Okay. Born to Die, which is kind of a morbid, and which gets me to, I want to say, oh, it's the next one, I'm sorry. So there's, glad to get that one as well. I've never seen it, picked it up today. This one, you know, what is it with bands and posing nude? Like, I get it, they're in the 70s, but man, some of them are just weird. Now, I've got a few that I can pull out, and I've actually posted on my Instagram account 1 or 2 bands that are just posing weird, naked in rivers and weird. And this is another one. This is Grand Funk's Phoenix. Okay. What the fuck is it, dude? Like, hey, let's put our pants on and take our shirts off. What is that? What is it? Why? Why do they do that? I don't know. It looks like they were having fun, I guess. I don't know. That's it, everybody. I just want to I was so excited. I probably should have just waited to see what happens this week and just do a video at the end of this week, but I was really excited about finding that Buddy Holly. That's a total grail for me, and some beautiful records that I found, and if I didn't say it before, this is what's playing in the background. I was just so happy to find what I found today at the record store. And as always, peace, be kind to others. See you on the flip side.